What is going on, everybody? My beautiful people, how are you? Glad to see you. Glad to see you. I think that we've had a little bit of foreshadowing here today in terms of what we're going to be doing this evening, but that's not a bad thing whatsoever. I'm down with that. I think it makes it even better. So, we got a lot of people in here, a lot of people waiting already. So, we're just going to probably just get it locked and loaded and just start to let this rip. Let me make sure that we're doing things the right way here. And we'll continue. I'm going to use, just like we have used in the past. All right. I'm going to bring it down to something a little bit smaller so you guys can see this screen a little bit better. We're going to go mock draft style where you are in the driver's seat, so to speak. I will click the buttons. I will give you my input, what I would do in any particular situation, depending on where we get here today. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know what the computers are going to give us. I don't know who's going to be available and when. What type of trade offers are we going to receive? We shall see. And should be a good time. So I appreciate everybody hanging here. We have already started. If you're new or you did not hear, we're starting our own ColdFrontBuffalo chat fantasy football league, and the league has already been created. We have eight members for the first league already from today, from earlier, that are locked and loaded. We already got a chat going on in there with polls as far as what kind of rules we want to use, with rosters and positions available. And then scoring and what have you. So if you have not yet, I'm also going to put this in the chat. If you haven't seen it and you want to play Cold Front Buffalo chat fantasy football for the 2027 season, please lock and load. Send me an email to the email that's in the chat right there, and we'll get you in. We'll send you an invite this evening at some point. And then as soon as you accept, you'll be in the chat, and we'll have some fun. So let's get into this right away here. Okay. I want to make sure. How's that? You guys can see this crystal clear? I want to make sure. All right. You got to be responsive to me this evening, and hopefully you can do things relatively quickly so we can continue to move on. But again, I want all of your input. I want you to kind of steer the ship, navigate through the waters of mock draft 4.0 for Cold Front Buffalo. Let me just bang some of these out. Say hello to everybody that's in here. People live a live chat. If you have a question about Buffalo Bills, what should they do next move? Make more moves or sign more contracts. What do you think, Spidey? Brian's looking for Spidey's response. Santa says, okay, I thought I missed it. No, you're good. We're standing pat. May take a flyer on Milano, Thompson, or White. I prefer White. My draft combo, McDonald, Lawson, Hill Jr., Orange. Okay. More people to respond. What should we do with the Buffalo Bills? Thanks. Should we share one contracts to go get more free agents? What's up? Kurganelli says, what's up, Mafia? I'll throw this on for my car ride home from work. Awesome. Sounds good, man. Hopefully we're going to build the best Bills team ever created via mock draft right now. Cold Front, let me know what you think of the mock I did. I think I nailed it this time. You know what? I thought it looked really, really good myself. I took a quick peek on X, and a lot of the necessities were covered and hit. I liked it, Dexy. I really did. Ethan Davis, how are you, Ethan? Hey, Cold, missed your first stream, but made it to this one. I'm so glad you're in. Santa says like. Yeah, I liked his Dexy's draft as well. If you haven't seen that, go check it out on X, because it's it was a really good mock draft. It really was. Kincaid 86, what's up, baby? Ready for this? Let's get rolling. Okay, so what I've done, as you see here, I went 7 rounds, picking the Buffalo or manning the Buffalo Bills. That's the team that we're controlling. They say controlling, as you see up top. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow down this speed for at least in the beginning, so we can go through some of the, at least maybe the first round of what all the teams have picked. You know, who they've picked, who they've drafted, and we can kind of go through it if we want. I mean, I don't want to drag this thing out for hours, but I'm going to keep it slower in the interim, because when you keep it faster on this site, I mean, that thing in concession, the first round will be over with in 25 seconds. So here we go. We're the Buffalo Bills. 7 rounds. We'll go through the whole deal. If you want to make it shorter, should we do all 7 people, or do you want to do like 5? And then we'll just make Dexy happy, telling him that he took his left guard and his punter in the 6th and the 7th. What do you guys think? Let's go 5 for now, just for time's sake. Here we are. All right. You guys ready to rock and roll? All right. I already have multiple people telling me that I'm crazy, so we're going to start over. We're going to go 7. So I'm going to keep it. Well, I'm going to start it slow. My bad, folks. My bad. Don't get angry at me. I made it 7. I made it 7. All right. Don't yell. Don't yell at me. Here we go. Here we go. Fernando Mendoza, gone with a win. Carnell Tate, tell me to stop if you want to talk over anything. Carnell Tate, actually, let's talk about that. That is kind of crazy, in my opinion. Number 2 overall to the Jets. All right, starting off hot this mock. Fernando Mendoza. Does anybody think that the Raiders may not go Mendoza now with their first pick based on the Kirk Cousins signing? I feel like it's a conversation worth being had. Not saying it's going to happen, but I really truthfully believe that there's something there possibly, but we'll see, because it's only a 1-year deal with two-year options, team options. So, all right, let's keep it moving. Arbel Reese, David Bailey. Okay, Jeremiah Love, number 5 to the Giants. Stefano. Ruben Bain, Sonny Styles, Jordan Tyson. Whoa, sorry, Dexy. CJ Allen. Whoa, CJ Allen, 10-piece. Wow. That's kind of crazy. So you got Fano. You have Love. Wow. Wow. I got to be honest with you. That CJ Allen thing right here is throwing me the hell off. 10th overall? I don't know. Man. All right, let's keep it going. Oh, baby. Francis Mayoga, Caleb Downs, like him a lot. Kai Lemon, 13 to the Rams. Wow. The number 3 wide receiver off the board. Makai Lemon at 13 to the Rams. Jesus, the Rams. Do you need any more? They're like, the Rams are like, oh, Puka, I don't know if he's going to get out of rehab in time, so we better take Makai Lemon. Ooh, Peter Woods. There's a 3-tech going number 14. Mansour Delane, Mama McCoy. Tennessee's got a good. Oh, look at these Clemson Tigers just falling off. Evian Terrell. Okay. Yep. I like Terrell. What do you guys think so far? Anything crazy? You tell me when to stop if you want me to stop. Denzel Boston, number 19. I think that's insane too, boys. And what is this here? Whoa. Okay. I bet you my boy's going to be available. And you know what I'm going to want to say, but I'm going to let you guys keep it real and do what we want to do as a whole here. But it's looking to me as if Dylan Thieneman is absolutely going to be available, especially with the Vikings going offensive guard here. Samantha says Boston over Concepcion, you mean? He's going to be available too, and I think a lot of you are going to tell me to take Concepcion. But we'll see. We'll see. That's 3 linemen, I believe, that are 4 offensive linemen in the first 20 picks. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right, here we go. Pittsburgh's on the clock. What? Ty Simpson at 21 to the Steelers? What? What is going on here, folks? What is going on here, folks? I agree with you, Samantha. Dexy says Boston and the Panthers is nuts. They don't have a third big body. Well, McMillan is not. I mean, he's big boy, but he's pretty quick on his feet too. He's not like your quintessential big body, not moving too well guy. You know, I kind of see Tetaroa being a little bit more twitchy than Boston, but I could be wrong on that. That's just what my eyeballs are telling me. They need one, and he's the hot ticket. He is definitely getting a lot of attention. What do we think about Ty Simpson going 21 to Pittsburgh? I mean, I don't know, people. I don't know. What are your thoughts? I don't know, boys and girls. That's kind of crazy to me. But, all right, let's keep it moving. Ty Simpson, 21 overall. Sadiq to the Chargers. Kind of figured that was going to happen. Keldrick Falk. Kevin Oh, boy. Concepcion's gone, folks. He's gone. We're about to be on the clock. Well, I'm just going to let it rip anyways. So Buffalo is up. Caden Proctor's out. That's another offensive tackle, I believe. Yeah. All right. We only have, well, let's see. Are we ready for this? We're on the clock. Concepcion gone. You can see right over here. The man, the myth, the legend. Available. That's my take. Easy peasy. But you know this is us this evening. I'm going to give you ample time to put into the chat immediately. Well, that's kind of an oxymoron. I'll give you your time to put into the chat with who you think the Buffalo Bills should draft. But we're going to take a look at no bones. All right. Hold on. Let me just get to all this. Don't like it. Think the Browns would be a better fit. I think you're talking about Simpson. Trade down. Brown's going to make the offseason epic. Dexy says trade down. We'll see what we got. We'll see what the offers are. We're going to a little foreshadowing here. The options are plentiful. Derek, how are you, Derek? Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you earlier, so nice to see you. Hey, Derek, do you like fantasy football? Do you want to play fantasy football? We just locked up a Cold Front Buffalo chat fantasy football for 2027. The league is built. In the chat, if you scroll up, my email's up there. If you send me an email, we got 8 signed up participants at the moment. We have a 12-man league. If we got to go into 2 leagues, we'll do that. And then maybe the winner of each league will play in the Super Bowl if there's 2 leagues. But if you want to play, send me an email to the email address that I typed up above. So we got one already for Cassius Howell by No Bones About It. Yes, Gilmore just retired. 10th, right? 12th overall pick. Shoot, 12 years ago or something by the Bills. Dexy says, hell no. I know he's talking about Howell because he's not a Howell fan. Santa says trade down maybe. No Howell, please. Talk about boomer bust. Howell's a bust. I'll stand on that till he proves me wrong. Okay. We have one. Well, first of all, we're going to look into the trades. Let's look into the trades, folks. We'll have one trade offer, boys and girls. And it is for number 43 and number 75 by the Miami Dolphins. That's all we got. That's all we got tonight. One offer. So you have your early-ish second rounder. And then you add a third rounder, which will be or mid, right? 60 mid third rounder. So you take a top 10 of the second round, or maybe 11th, right? 32, 11th of the second, and 64, 11th of the third is who you will get. Now, keep in mind, create trade off. No, I just want to go back out of here. I just want to close this. I don't want to say no. All right. And just so you know, here are the big names. I'm waiting for the chat to fill up. Here are the big names thus far. I mean, I don't think a lot can change between now and the draft. But for me, I'm assuming we're relatively all on the same page about at least the hot commodities so far before the draft. We don't need offensive tackle, certainly not at 26. Dylan Thieneman, you know what I feel about him. Cassius Howell, he has certainly moved up the board, at least in my opinion, based on how he's done via the last really 10 days in terms of workouts, combine, things of that nature. I think he was at the combine, right? I'm pretty sure he was. But his draft stock seems to have been flying high. Caden McDonald, you also know what I feel about him. Caleb Banks, I'm not as high on Banks, but he's certainly one of them. Okay, so Messidor here is falling down some. TJ Parker has fallen down a lot in the last few weeks out of Clemson. Omar Cooper Jr. has been flaunted around as a potential number 26 pick for the Buffalo Bills as well, out of Indiana as a wide receiver spot. Emmanuel McNeil Warren has also been tossed around as an absolute first-round draft pick as well. So these are here. You know what I feel about Lee Hunter. I was all in on Lee Hunter prior to doing some investigation and some film study on Caden McDonald. Still think Lee Hunter is available down there at a much later number. I'm not saying he's a first-round pick. So let's make sure everybody's had their chance. All right, we have quite a few. No Bone says has to be an edge. Santa says take it. Dexy says take it. Dave says take it. I think you guys are all talking about the trade down number. Dexy says Lee Hunter or Miller should be there at 43. Right. We were just talking about that. I actually agree with you. 43 to 91, sweet spot. Don't disagree. Samtha, I think in this draft, kind of, yes. Where is Chris Bell? What a freaking question, actually. So 57 overall. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so if we draft back, we get 43 and 75. Chris Bell is a possibility at 43. So is Brazel, which I realized that's his name. I was saying Brazel this whole time until like 2 days ago, and I realized his name is Brazel. All right, so I think the consensus, and I'm sorry, no Bones, I think you've been outvoted, sir. We got Dave, X, Dexy, Samtha. Kincaid says Hunter and Miller won't be there. Six, will you ever let people call in 6 rings? Yes, I want to do that. And I was told that it's very easy with the platform that I use, but I can't find out where it is. I'm going to be honest with you. So I need some help. And I actually have a due phone call here shortly with a friend that is going to try to step me through it. And I'm hoping that that works. Because, yes, I'd love it. I'd love it. Would you call in, sir? 6 rings? I think you would. I hope you would. All right. Hunter Miller won't be there. Cyril Kincaid trading will bring some excitement. I agree. Messidor, yeah, that I'm surprised that he's falling, and I don't think that he probably wouldn't be there at 43. Zion Young or trade out. Edward Litzka, what's up, Edward? How are you? Bella fourth. Zion Young off-field issues, not a fan. Yeah, trade back. All right, boys, and girls, we have a lot of people. The vast majority. Oh no, Pat's ring. I changed my mind. Trade down, trade. Okay, gotcha. The vast majority, almost everybody now is saying trade back. So we're going to take this trade. We're going to accept this right here. And we're going to keep going. Oh, looky there, folks. Looky there. There he goes. Miami knows what the hell they're doing. Okay. So Dylan Thieneman goes at 26, even though it's not to the Buffalo Bills, the 2027-28 Super Bowl champions Buffalo Bills, by the way. All right. Can I get SB, please, in the chat? SB, Super Bowl. I just want you all to know that my guy went 26th, regardless of whether it's to the 27-28 Super Bowl champions, us, or our arch nemesis, the worst team in the AFC East, the Miami Dolphins. It doesn't matter. My guy's going 26th. Quite honestly, I think he's going at the 18th slot. But he went 26, and I'm so happy. If he was there in round 2 at 43, and you guys wouldn't allow me to draft him, I'd have just left. I'd have just end stream. I'm out of here. Anyway, good for him. Love him. I know I'm crazy, but I'm thinking he's like a future All-Pro. I don't even know if I go this far, but he's like a freaking Hall of Famer. I don't know. I love the guy. I think he's going to be an absolute beast. All right, keep going. Caleb Lomu next. Cash it. There goes Cassius. Sorry, no bones. Sorry, baby, but your mind is right, my friend. Oh, there goes my other first round pick. Dylan and Caden McDonald. That's a huge Chris Jones replacement if I've ever seen one. Correct. Not in this draft. He's not no bones. Thieneman is not winning a Super Bowl. Oh, isn't winning us a Super Bowl. Oh, okay. I think he's that good. I think him and Cole Bishop are that legit together. But so be it, my friend. You guys, we do this together, and I was simply outvoted. That's okay. That's okay. And there goes Caden McDonald, my other first-round guy. Anyway, Miami also gets Omar Cooper Jr. All right, Miami just built themselves a legitimate upgrade immediately. All right, another tackle. There's your Messidor. Who was that? Who was Messidor? I think that was Derek. I think Derek liked Messidor. There he goes. Blake Miller, Gonzo. Parker, down to the 35th. I thought he was supposed to be top 15, a couple weeks ago. Colton Hood. That's a good pick. Chris Johnson. Don't know much about him. Oh, no. There goes my Lee Hunter. That's my number 2, 1T, 1 Tech. Oh, there goes McNeil Warren. Brandon Cece. We're coming up here. Oh, Zion Young, Gonzo. All right, boys. Look at more trades. More trades. I didn't want to look at them yet. Don't even want to look at them yet. There's your Chris Bell. Dave. Dave. I love it, man. I know. We could have just picked up Dylan Thieneman. My God, all of our question marks would have been answered. All right, Sampha's looking like, your guys basically almost as a consensus. Dexy says, told you Miller would be there. Dexy's consensus was basically, everyone's consensus was basically, overall at least, trade back, pick up Chris Bell. That's what most people were saying. But now here you are. Do you want to see the trades first? You still have Brazel. You still have your boy. Where is he? He's down there. He's there. We just looked at him. We still have Christian Miller. Okay. We still have Christian Miller here. Another good 1 Tech. If you want me to bring anybody up, I got the draft stock ready. Excuse me. The NFL Draft Buzz, probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, websites to use for prospects. Let me know if you want to see somebody. But I'm going to pull up these trades, all right? Oh, boy. This is going to be hard to pass down here, folks. Look at these. Get 44 and 103. That's a guarantee. You have to take that. Now it's just a matter of if you take 49 and 82, folks. This top one, I could live without it. Let's think about this. My first gut tells me we're going to go with Minnesota right here, which is getting 49 and 82. But remember what that says, 49 and 82 or 44 and 103, okay? Keep in mind, what do you guys want? You wanted to hit Bell. He'll be there at 49, maybe, probably. And then you add 82. I don't think, well, actually, Miller's probably go Christian. That'll be a coin toss. With whether he's there at 49 or not. If you guys want to go, D-tackle with your first pick. I know it's kind of the unconventional. Not a lot of people love that idea. Obviously, we all know that I did, but it's up to you. Let's see. Based on the 39. Miller, we can get Skylar Bell at 91. That's true, but now keep in mind we would have 82 also. All right. So you'd have 82, 49, 82, 91. 39 talent dropped. Grab that. Do I think the Bears and Browns are elite franchises like top 5? No, they're definitely not. Not even close. Miller is a first-round talent. Samantha says, I'm with the Minnesota, but my boy's on the board. Samantha, I'm sorry. Who's your boy? Who do you like? Trying to keep track of who everybody likes, but Derek says take the Minnesota. No Bone says take 49. All right, so go with Minnesota and draft Bell. What are you thinking, wide receiver and linebacker or wide receiver and D tackle? Me personally, depending on which tackle we're talking about, I didn't see Jacob Rodriguez. I didn't even see Trotters for later. You can go Trotter probably. You can probably go Trotter and a decent wide receiver. What are you thinking? Right. This is what everybody else is thinking, but my thought now is if we take 49 and 82, so it'd be 49, 82, and 91. I'd probably go, and I know people are not going to like this, but I'd probably go tackle and linebacker, to be quite frank with you. I really, really would. And then I'd work for a Hurst or something later on. Unless they know for sure that they're bringing Shaq and, Milano back, which I don't know this. You know what I mean? These are the question marks. If y'all think the trade is better, let's try it. How many rounds did you make this? 7. I was going 5, and everyone said stop it immediately. Okay. All right, Samantha. So you're with Hill. Marcus Warren agrees. He thinks that D tackle and linebacker would be perfect. All right. So what are we doing? I think overall we're going to go with Minnesota. Yes. I think we're taking Minnesota's trade. I mean, this is the knocking it out of the park, by the way. Wow. Okay. I'm just doing this because I think that's what everyone's saying. So if it's not, my apologies. So we went from 43 to 49. Pons is gone. Oh, wow. Jeremy Bernard. There's Brazel. There's Kristen Miller, man. All right. Do we go Bell, folks? Do we go Bell? Our guy's out. Dexy's guy's out. Dexy's interior lineman. Shit. You know what? We can still aim for this is late, but we can still aim for Tim Keenan, Dexy, later on. We can, bro. I like him. And I know there's a lot of talk here about Mr. Orange, too. I think we're not over with. I think we're not done here, boys and girls. So I think really, personally, I think that you have to you got to take Bell here. You're getting Bell's value way, way too high. I mean, too low, in my opinion. Big risk, big reward. But Chris Bell at 49, don't you have to take him? Don't you have to take Chris Bell, people? And I know I just said tackle and linebacker. But again, it all depends on what's available, too. I think we have to go Chris Bell. Everybody bang out the name you want. Okay. No, we need Oregon guard. Yeah, but Keenan, I think, can go in like the 5th, bud. We'll see. How about that? It's not my draft. It's our draft. We're all doing it. We in business now, Derek says. Bell, I'm leaning with him. Okay, this is going to be a landslide, isn't it? Take Bell. It's big-time value, 100%. Bell, we need to draft. Orange, I'm always off the cuff. Okay, Orange can be later, though. I really do believe that. Marcus Warren says take Bell. Dave says take Bell. No Bone says take Bell. Dexy says he's against it. Wait, what are you against, Dexy? I thought maybe he's saying he's against Keenan. Everybody just said Bell, including him, I thought. Kincaid says take Bell. He's 57. I think he'll drop. Let's see the wide receiver list. Okay. he ain't going to drop to where are we going to be next? 82. He's not going to drop to 82. Take Bell, great value. Taking someone who isn't playing till midseason. This late, though, bro? Rodriguez on the board. I'm totally against wide receiver early. I just don't see this being barely. I don't know if this is that early anymore, folks. Ethan says, I'm just listening because I don't know anything. That's fine, man. None of us really know anything. Let's be real. Oh, we're all just having fun. I don't know. Unfortunately, either way, doesn't matter what I think. I mean, I told you what I think, but it's a large consensus as a whole here. We're going Bell, folks, because they're just everybody says Bell. I'm sorry, Dexy. Everybody says Bell. So we're taking Bell right now. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Trade offers. All right. I hate when these mock drafts give future draft picks, but I gotta say, going from 49 to 53, plus probably a what is it? Well, let's see. A 27 third rounder. I mean, if you're Brandon Beane, you're taking that. Sorry. If you're Brandon Beane, you're absolutely taking that. But I understand for this exercise, you guys might not want to. Although, how do I get out of this? Oh, there it is. Although, $53. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. Okay. I don't know. It's so a lot of people are saying no now. That list looks blah. Bell then pass. Santa says pass on the trade. Kincaid says pass. That's 2 passes. 3 passes. It's not realistic anymore. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's kind of makes sense. Who's at 53? Pittsburgh. I mean, Pittsburgh, let's call it what it is. Pittsburgh just took Ty Simpson. So who the hell are they trying to get 5 picks in advance? I don't know. Maybe who the hell they try? Maybe it's Bell. I don't know. All right. So a lot of no, we are taking Bell now. We see what happens when we pass. Okay. I got you. Dexy, I got to be honest with you, Dexy. In the event that I was running this by myself, I do think that I would be taking that. But No Bones actually made a good point, and it does seem somewhat unrealistic to be able to do this again and then get a 3rd round next year. So I would agree with you, though. If I had this handed to me and I was the general manager, I would absolutely be taking the 5 picks because I think there's plenty of guys that you can go with. And keep in mind, we don't know what we filled in either. So anyway, we're going to be going Bell here shortly. I just want to read these. Bills this year are 1 good draft away from potentially winning Super Bowl. They are and should be selling out to win Super Bowl this year. As future years, it will be tougher due to salary cap issues. 100% Deoxys. And 99, just so everybody knows, Deoxys is a Patriots fan. So, but he's super unbiased with his takes and his opinions, and we have conversation quite often. Pass. Such a bad move drafting Bell. True 999. Yes. Josh Allen peaked last year and the window was closing in. I don't think he peaked, but I really actually don't. But majority wants Bell. This is true. So we're going Bell. It's what we said. It's on everybody. Chris Bell is now a Buffalo Bill. Congratulations. Let's see who gets taken here. There goes Branch. Okay. All right. Malachi Fields, couple offensive linemen. I'm just going to pause this and make sure that we know what we're talking about. 75, 82, and 91. Oh, that's right, because we got 75 as well, boys. We got 75 as well. Hey, that's okay. We got 75, 82, 91. Not horrible. I don't say bad at all, actually. Okay. Darian Price, Jake. Okay. Here we get into these linebackers now, probably. Malachi. There goes Jacob Rodriguez. Derek Moore. Caleb Tiernan. It's clear. Okay. Antonio Williams. There's a wide receiver, Romello Height. Elijah Sarrett. We're coming up here. Coming up. Oh, there goes Trotter. I was just going to say we got to take Trotter. Damn. Damn, folks. And Kamari Ramsey. I like him too. But if we're not getting a top guy, I don't think we get a safety now unless you're going way back like Bud Clark or something. But I digress. All right. So we got Bell. Dexy came in shaking his head. I'm kind of with you. I think he's a great pick, though. I think his value actually is very. I think his value is better than 50. I gotta say that. I really do. I really do. Time to load up on talent now. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, Marcus. Let's load up on some talent. We got a ton of picks now from these trades. Yes, it's not a bad decision, Kincaid says. Yes, it is. He won't play till midseason. 10-year senior, Bud Clark. Exactly. That's what I'm saying for later down the road. Oh, there's Ted Hurst, boys. But we can't go double-double right now. No. Bills need to draft defense. Don't try to win 35. Try to win 21-17. Nothing changes with the offense. I think they're putting up 28 to 32 points anyways as it sets. So I'd rather win 28-17. Nobody like Jay Lane. I don't follow college. Who is the best available, Dave says? Best available, safety out of Arizona State, Genesis Smith. I'm really upset that we're 3 picks away from Josiah Trotter. If we could have got Trotter right there, I'd have been pretty happy. And Jacob Rodriguez is gone now, too. Draft is a bust. Dexy says draft is a bust. All right. First of all, let's look at trades. 86 and 123 or 95 and 125. I'm personally not down for those myself. Let's get back. So we did wide receiver. Orange is there. Orange is still there. I, honest to God, would wait for Keenan for the best value. I think Caden Curry is not bad value either, late and deep. I'm not I'm kind of stuck here, folks, because of the fact that the 2 linebackers are not exactly what we needed. I almost say we got to these are your I'm sorry, I'm poking through these. Am I going too fast here? Sorry about that. Let me get number 9, who's best available. Oh, yeah, I told you who's best available. Draft is a plus. Santa says Orange is on the board. Yes, he is. Smith or Big Citrus? Yes, Big Citrus is still there. What edge is available? No Bone says. Dennis Sutton from Penn State, Anthony Lucas, and then you're way off value with Jayshon Barham and Karen Crawford. Way down in value. Derek says Corleone or Clark. Dave says Smith. All right, so this is where we're going to. I don't think we take it. All right, this is where we're going to have. You guys really need to put in your vote. You got to give me one name. And we're going to pick who wins. This is the all in all, the overall here. So, problem with Lewis is he's more of an outside guy. We can read through this: speed, solid range, coverage skills, high motor, and effort. Weakness. Needs to add bulk for taking on blockers. Occasionally overruns plays. Could develop better instincts and run defense. And that's the defense that we need out of our linebacker. So I think, meaning his weaknesses are what we need out of our linebacker. Corleone did not excite me with his patty cake hands. Oh, boy. Okay. So, again, we have – let's talk about our people. You got Citrus at 79, pretty good value. He's a one-tech. Okay, so he's over the center. Then you have but you still have some depth there. Xavier Harris has been known to sneak up on people's radars. Tim Keenan for sure. Then you got edge. Lucas, my opinion, Lucas over Sutton. But then you get deep. You get Caden Curry's of the world. Where's this? Oh, right here. Kamara has popped his head up from time to time as well. Actually, so has Hutchins here. Quintavious Hutchins from Boston College. And then, I mean, what else are we? Linebacker, yeah, that's kind of an issue. But these are you're not picking anybody at linebacker here. So, give me your picks. Give me your picks. We got Genesis is best available. I can live with that. Yes, okay. Well, I'm not gonna. It's not my vote. Wait, let's go back. Orange is on the board. So there's kind of an orange, I think. Smith or Big Citrus. Okay, there's 1 and 2 for Citrus. Corleone or Clark. Okay, that's 1 for them. Corleone did not excite me. Orange, there's 3, I think, for orange. It's looking to me like we're going Citrus, folks. Genesis, okay, yes, but that's, I think, only 2 for him. Another orange. Tariq Sapp may be the play. 1, I don't believe so, no. Harrison has a carbon copy of Deion Walker, but man, can he split a double team? Genesis is a bum at tackling, misses the tackle a lot in the last line of defense. Citrus, deep enough at safety. Hancock. I think we're going Citrus, but I think that's where the majority votes seem to be in play right now. So I'm going to lock this in. We are going Dominic Orange out of Iowa State. Do you want to know anything about him? No, we got him. Everybody knows. So now we're on to 82. So almost back to back. Genesis Smith is gone. Kyle Lewis. Sutton. Oh, there goes Ted Hurst. One pick, boys. 1 pick. Best available at position of need. Okay, well, if it's position of need, you do need cornerback depth. I have to say edge and linebacker, which between the 2 of them would be Devin Moore if you're talking about best ranked, highest ranked between all. But if you want to take cornerback off, if we think that edge and linebacker are more important, which I would probably say are, in my opinion, but I think that this is your best all-around, best player available type thing right here, Devin Moore. That would be my guess. But you guys got to lock and load. I hope you can see this, right? You can see everything that's available. No trades anymore. Nobody wants to do any trades. Yeah, most of them do, though, to be quite frank with you. I'm putting these boys up here. I highlighted, if you can see, I highlighted linebacker, edge, and cornerback. If you want me to change anything, I will. But to me, at least, that's at least where we have to go look at. We have to go look at that. Okay, Devin Moore isn't good. Okay, Dante Lawson, Dioc says. Moore got a lengthy right. Give me my Michigan boy. We got Julian Neal, Jalen Kilgore, Deontay Lawson. All right, so these are your votes, Edward. Is that kind of what I'm hearing? Lawson was in my mind. Okay, 3-4 is going to need a lot of linebacker depth. This is true. You need depth. Need depth for sure. You guys want to take a peek at him? He's the best. He's the best linebacker available, rated wise. However, you're not getting tremendous value there for the slot that you're in. I guess my point is you probably get him at 91 also. Maybe not. He's the best linebacker left. I mean, they're saying this dude here, Red Murdoch, Justin Jefferson. These are, again, later picks, but oh, this is outside. Excuse me. I mean, he fits the mold with the inside, but yeah, I don't know too much about Torian York. What do you think? What do we think? We going with Lawson? That's kind of what it's looking like. Oh, wait. Dexy, we have one vote here. Dante Lawson, Moore got a lengthy Conley yet. Give me my Michigan boy. Who were you talking about, Dexy? Right here? Is this who you're talking about, Dex? You might get Lawson at 91. Yes, you very well could. So Dexy's saying take Lawson or Barham now. What do you guys want? I mean, edge is a concern, of course. And eventually we will start to lose out. But I also think that you can probably get him later on, can't you? Can't you get him at 91? What do you think? What do we think? I need more votes, though, because now it's coming down to, it's getting, it's hard to determine and decipher. Actually, Lawson, we got a few on Lawson. I got to be honest with you. Lawson. I think that's who we're going with. Oh, but then somebody gets. I think we got Deontay Lawson, 1, 2. Oh, that's not a vote. Okay, 3. Probably trade down a few spots and still get Lawson here. Well, we don't have any trades available. Might get Lawson at 91. We probably could get Lawson at 91. So let's take. Yeah, I agree with Dave here, honestly. You can take a chance, hope Lawson slides to 91. Fair enough. I don't disagree. Dave also says take who we don't think we can get at 91. Fair enough. Look at best. Oh, yeah. Best available. Again, for Derek. Derek says best available board. Pretty. Yes, there you go. But if he gets picked at 88, you'll be sad. Yes, you will. 9 slots, exactly, Santa says. Kincaid says Lawson. So, it's a matter of man, looking at it like this, I kind of like Julian Neal. What do we think? Is Lawson going to be available at 91? And the other one that was in our minds here was Barham. Is he going to be available? Edward Liska says take Neal. I honestly, I just seeing that list and seeing him down here, I kind of like this guy, honestly. But yeah, I actually do. I kind of like him. But it's even more so when if you have somebody like Thieneman. Because he's not, like that was just saying, he's not as much of a ball hawk as Thieneman or Warren for that matter. Neal sucks. I disagree. I disagree. Everything screams corner. I kind of agree with you. Neal below Lawson. He'll be there at 91. That certainly could be as well. Yes, fair point. Ted Hurst made him look stupid. I don't think Ted Hurst is all that bad, to be quite frank with you. Mark says, not interested in backup safety for pick 26. Who the hell's backup safety? I know you're not saying Dylan Thieneman's a backup safety. Georgia corner would be better. I don't know much about him, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know Dalen Everett. Who do you guys want? Who do you guys want? We're going to wait for Lawson, it appears. Everyone's kind of on that train to wait for Lawson until 91. Actually, well, no, there was something up with this dude. Wasn't there, Malik Muhammad? Yeah, outside corner course. Wait. Quick twitch athlete, closes underneath routes. For some reason, why did we miss him? I could have sworn that this dude's kind of all over the place. I think I might be changing myself to Malik Muhammad. I think I've taken him in another one or two, actually. This is me. I think right now I'm changing my mind, but well, no, not really. I think I'm going Muhammad if it's me. No love for Cassius. Wait a second. Mark says no love for Cassius Howe. What? Wait, jeez. They keep popping in. No love for Cassius Howe or Lee Hunter. Howe will be eaten alive by average round second due to T-Rex arms. Hunter really low in RAS. No love meaning from you? I don't know. I don't think that's at all a bad thing. Or those guys are going to be eaten up. I mean, I did not think that Cassius Howell should necessarily be the first round pick. I agree with that. Nor Lee Hunter, to be honest with you. But tape for me with Lee Hunter is just out of control. Not quite Caden McDonald, but Lee Hunter tape is phenomenal. Wait for Lawson 91 because it'll be fun to see if he slides or out. If he slides or not. Okay. Just keep picking defense. Buffalo offense is fine. D is the improvement area. Samantha's throwing up. Says Neil at 91. I personally think Malik Muhammad is the pick right here, to be honest with you. No. Derek says, I'm thinking Malik Muhammad. Kincaid says no to something. Neil at 91. If you get Lawson at 91, the pond jump party will be happening. Okay, so we need to make a decision here, folks. I'm going to narrow this down with what you guys are saying. I'm not against too much of any of it. I don't know that I would go Julian Neal right now because you have 91, but I like Muhammad. And then some people are saying, well, one is saying Barham here. And then Deontay Lawson is what others are saying. So you have Lawson, Barham, or in my opinion, at least, you have Malik Muhammad. So we have to make our decision. One of the three. And everybody put a name. I'm going to try to make this easier for everybody. Everybody put a name, and I will count off the numbers. So Muhammad, cornerback, Lawson, linebacker. Let me do this. There we go. Muhammad here, Lawson here, or Barham. So you got edge, inside, run block, or run stopping style-ish linebacker, and Malik Muhammad, cornerback. Muhammad and Prey. One for Muhammad. Okay. One for Lawson. Okay. Derek says we need CB depth. Plus, we don't really know if last year's CB is even good. I mean, he played half the year. That's fair. I think you're talking about Harrison. I like him, but I get what you're saying. Come on, Pope. Come on, baby. We got two for Muhammad, one for Lawson. Two for Muhammad, two for Lawson. Since he has value. Okay. Yep. 2-2. We got 30 more seconds, or I'm going to flip a coin, literally. Next vote wins, folks. Lawson or Muhammad. Muhammad. Okay, 3-2. Malik Muhammad. Drafted. Daryl Jackson. Devin Moore. There goes Moore. Mike Washington. Okay. Barber. There goes Neil. One more pick. We get Lawson, folks. We get Lawson. I think this is pretty easy right now. I think it's actually very easy. We take Lawson. 103 and 140. No, thank you. So now we're going to get Deontay Lawson. Everybody in agreement. Well done there. We survived that. Now we get both. And we can load up on some later rounds. Yes, Lawson. Deoxys says yes, Lawson. I think everybody's in agreement because that's the whole thing we were talking about, right? I hope Deoxys didn't go anywhere. Did he leave? I think he left. He was upset. He said, if that happens, I'm out. Lawson. Okay, we're going Lawson. That was pretty good, actually. Bill should hire you. We got fortunate. All right, so now we're at 126. We got a little while. They're only giving us a C+ for that Malik Muhammad deal. I thought it was better than that personally, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. How many cards? I think technically we probably should have dropped back and taken that other trade. But we'll see what we can manage, what we can muster. Oh, here's a pick. What about this Bryce Lance? Is he going to stay for us? Oh, there goes Corleone. Oh, there goes Bryce Lance. Carol Davis, Phil Bell, John Allen. Oh, we don't need anybody, but I like this name right here. This Zane Durant. I don't think we definitely don't need this position, but Zane Durant, I feel, is going to do really well in the NFL. I just like what I saw a lot. And I think he's going to kind of sneaky do pretty damn well. 140, 179, I don't believe so. All right, boys and girls, what are we thinking now here? Edge depth, Caden Curry, way too early, probably. Matt Chatter, what's up, Matt Chatter? What's up, baby? Delp came up for me. Delp? Who the hell's Oscar Delp? Oh, man, do we need another tight end? I don't think we need another tight end. We got 4 of them things. I don't know. I mean, I get it in terms of just straight up value, but I don't know. I don't know if that's the play. What do you guys think? Well, there's York. We were talking about him. Cade Klubnik. My son loves Clemson. He wants to go to Clemson. Horribly. So he loves Kilgore, Curry. You think it's too late? I don't know. Is it too late or not? I mean, too early to go Curry. It's my only issue. I kind of like the Curry deal. I'll show you why I like him. First of all, up here is Relentless Motor. I think if you pair him with a Michael Hoyt, then that can get just crazy. Wins with effort, timing, and technique. Elite run defense, grading out among top in class. I also enjoy that out of him. But I understand the reservations with, his actual strength. So I just don't know if this is too early. This might be too early for him. I think they can go after a deep backup quarterback. I don't think Kyle Allen's that great of a backup quarterback, to be honest with you. You want to take Kilgore? We take Kilgore. Is what? Oh, is this dude? Yes. Yes. I think I had taken him before as well. I think you guys want to go Kilgore. Keep in mind, our safety depth that we're all talking about is only 1-year deals with Stone and Gardner Johnson. It's not like we have these boys forever. You know what I'm saying? I think that's probably a decent pick right here, Kilgore. Oh, no trade. Everybody okay with that? Kilgore, Curry, got to go defense. No more tight end. I mocked Anthony. Dope came up. Okay, we don't really have much there. Kilgore now. QB next. Kilgore for me. I don't know. Kilgore's the top tier. I don't Kilgore. Okay, we got Jason Kilgore then. Coming up. And then we're 126 and 165. So we got a little ways. Like to maybe speed this up now. I don't know if I can, to be honest with you. I don't know how. I put the speed in the beginning. I don't know if I can speed it up now. That's possible. Durant could be the 160. Yeah, I wasn't saying taking him now. Yes, yeah, Curry for sure. And I think we can get him later, if I'm being honest. They said while they were studying McDonald, he kept flashing. I don't doubt it at all. Yeah. I actually think the Bills might do well to pick up a quarterback. Yep. Sure do. Just Kilgore now. Okay, Kilgore. This is a scary good draft for the Bills. As a Patriots fan, I'm somewhat worried. I would say that I don't see this happening, and it started, but who knows? It started almost from the beginning. Cornell Tate went number 2 to the Jets. And then Ty Simpson went like 19th or something to the Steelers. So that was kind of weird, for sure. And okay, we're on the clock. So it was just a little odd, but hey, we'll take it. Caden Curry is absolutely still there. We have 165 and 168 as well, boys and girls. So he'll probably be there at 68 if we want Caden Curry. But I kind of would. I would take a flyer. Let's see. So edge for sure, quarterback. You might want to consider another Taylon Green. Okay, Taylon Green. Oh, that's who you picked? That's who you took? We got 4 more picks left. I would say you take some kind of depth here. Excuse me. With the way things are going with all this BS, I was up until the April Fool's thing, I would say take a look at offensive tackle. I'll be honest, I have not done much on offensive line because we didn't really necessarily need it right now. I think, truthfully, with one, what is it? Wait, where are we? Oh, that's 10. That's 14. I don't know. I don't know if he'll last. Will Caden Curry last? I don't know if he will. I would take Caden Curry now if I'm on the board. But people tell me, talk to me. If you want to go BPA, you got a quarterback from North Dakota State. I don't know if that's your man. Another tight end, well, you don't want. Max Llewellyn, which I don't know much about him, but he's another edge guy who's technically rated explosive first step that tests OTs vertically and forces overextension. One of the best inside spin moves in the 26th class. Wow. Smooth mover. Okay. Wow. Subpar run defender, elevated pad level, depletes play strength. I mean, he's probably a viable option as well, but I'm going to go with Curry unless you guys are telling me absolutely not. Stribling, Curry, Stribling good too. Curry, Max and Worse or Espinosa. Okay, all right. We're going Caden Curry. So now we have 6. Oh, I missed. We got 68 as well. We should have taken him there. That was so stupid. I missed 168, people. I thought it wasn't until 182. That's on me. Now we can go. Somebody's got to take a flyer on Lorenzo Styles because of how quick he is, man. Honestly. Yeah, they gave us Caden Curry the best pick of this entire draft for us. With an A- grade. Yeah, keep an eye out for that guy. All right, talk to me about this Stribling guy. I'm not even sure that I know who you're. 4.36. All right, he's pretty quick dude. Did that say 6.22? Wow. You want to take a flyer here? We'd have to wait till 182. You want to go Stribling? It's 182 is the next pick. He's much bigger than Tyreek Hill. Much bigger than Tyreek Hill. Could go tackle. I mean, what's his name? Osiris Torrance is going to be needing to get paid here soon. So if he falls off or he doesn't get the money, you might need to get yourself your guard lined up as well. Good size and quick. I actually think that Stribling is kind of where people are going right now. Not that it's necessarily. Oh, didn't mean that. All right, let's. I'm okay with it. Let's do it. Is that where you want to go? Yeah, I mean 4.36 with good side. Sure. Let's get him. So now I think we're at 182. Look at that pick, Derek. That's an A, baby. Very good pick. 182 and 220. We're coming up here. Coming up. Did he go? I'm thinking Lorenzo Styles. But they're telling us they don't like it because we don't need it anymore. Although, wait, who did we? That's right. We went with Kilgore. My apologies. What about? Okay, here we go. Was our guy? Is he gone? Red Murdoch. Huh. I actually don't mind the Red Murdoch deal, if I'm being honest with you. Still need a QB. And we got to take a punter for Dexy. Dexy, are you still in here, Dexy? We're taking a punter for you, my guy. We're taking a punter round 7. We got one pick, and then we're taking a punter. So you want to take a flyer on a quarterback, folks, or are we going to go with offensive lineman? Or, like Dave says, here we go. If Ione would have dropped to us in the first, I would have wanted him and then tried to flip Torrance for capital. Sure. Yeah. I get it. Okay. Drew Alar. Red at 182. Oh, wow. That's two people saying red. Same with Dave. Red Murdoch. They are kind of making themselves linebacker university here as of late. Dexy. Did you leave, Dexy? Dexy left, man. He's not happy. Dexy's not happy because he didn't get who did he want? I don't know. We got him anyways. It was right here. Yeah, Deontay Lawson. We picked him up anyways, boys and girls. All right, so are we going Red Murdoch? Let's go Red Murdoch. That was the favorite. And now we got wait until 220. 220. Red Murdoch maybe a little bit too soon. Maybe a little bit too soon. I wonder if Red Murdoch would have been taken. You would think, right? You would think. $220. Round 7 to wrap up the 2027 NFL draft for the Buffalo Bills. Safety out of Ohio State who just went 207 to the Rams. Nope. Can't take him. QB or punter? Deoxys says QB or punter. Samtha says a first-round OG has to be legendary talent. Like that guy from Indianapolis. Well, yeah. I mean, that's a fair point for sure. I remember when oh, no, I'm thinking Orlando Pace. He was a tackle. Didn't he go first overall? Like 30, 20 years ago or something like that. All right, we're up. We're up. We are 40 picks almost from the end of the draft. I don't even know where to find. Yeah, I don't even know where to find it. Oh, that's cool. You can literally filter by like 40-yard dash time or vertical or weight or height. Wow, that's awesome. No, honestly, I don't even know where to find special teams if we wanted it. Shoot, I have no clue. You want to try quarterback? Honestly, why would that not be around? Why would there not be special teams? That is odd. Like, people are going to draft a kicker. You know what I'm saying? We don't draft punters unless their name is Matt Ariza. Yeah, you're right. Who then leaves for not so great of things. Communion. Oops, what am I doing here? Yeah, this is odd. This is odd, boys and girls. I cannot find special teams, so I apologize. I've never gone through a 7-rounder here on this platform, so I've never gotten to the point where I'm looking at special teams. And there's nothing else I can do about it, I don't think. So we're going to have to pick somebody from what's available. They are still saying that we need offensive line and running back, and that everything else is kind of taken or addressed. So if we want to go quarterback, if we want to go to the quarterback, oh, that's a good point by the truck reviewer. Good morning or good evening, sir. We could try to fill in our fullback. Is this who you're speaking of? Prototypical fullback tight end hybrid out of Michigan. Whoa. 85.2 PFF run blocking grade, led all college tight ends. Oh, tight ends. Okay. Rarely makes mistakes when on the field. Great run blocker and decent footwork and pass protection. Okay. Reliable hands as a receiver out of the backfield. Okay. NFL bloodlines as brother of Bren Bredesen. Experience from a variety of formations. Oh, wow. So that would be the question of do we want him to slide in as our Reggie Gilliam, or is that Jackson Hawes's role? Now, Jackson Hawes, I believe, is bigger than that in terms of height, so it might be easier for – actually, 6'2" is pretty big. But you know what? Jackson Hawes – 6'4", 250. I'd much rather the shorter guy, if I'm being honest. To get below defensive pad levels, linebackers coming in the hole. See, Reggie Gilliam was 6 foot 244. 6'4" is a much bigger difference. So you know what? Do we take a yeah, look at everybody. Do not need OL. Do it with fullback. Agree. Yes. Good call, Trek. Sleeper pick. I'm kind of with you. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do it? Max. We took him. Fullback replacement. Thank you, Trek Rivera, for popping in at the last second and making the call. Was that the call of the draft? Oh, baby, I don't know, Trek. Love it, though. Absolutely love it. Trek says he's been picking him up in every mock that he's been doing. I don't blame you, Mr. Irrelevant. Who is it? Mr. Irrelevant coming up. We got to go to 257. I can't change the speed just yet. Yeah, there's just no. Oh my word. Where do you find this? Here's a punter, folks. They are down here. Look. CP, Jack Stonehouse. There's no way to you can't filter them. We would have taken a punter, possibly. Good thing we didn't, because we got whoops, let's get rid of that. Because we got Max Bredesen. All right, here we go. Here we are, boys and girls. Congratulations for wrapping up ColdFrontBuffalo's mock draft 4.0. Chris Bell. Well, first of all, we had a couple trades with the Miami Dolphins, giving them a first rounder for the 43rd and 75th overall pick. And then later on at the 43rd pick, we gave Minnesota that pick for the 49th and the 82nd. So we gained 2 additional draft picks between 43 and 82, which was pretty freaking solid. They're giving us a B+ overall based on pick value and team needs. Okay, team needs, not really, that's kind of up to us. But anyway, Chris Bell, B+, round 1. Well, pick 1, round 2. Enormous upside. Maybe not the floor that we would love because of his injury history, potentially. Dominic Orange, big citrus, 1 tech out of Iowa State. I like it. Not my favorite, not my top 3, but I'll take them. Okay, I'll take them for sure. Malik Muhammad, I think that was kind of I don't want to say sleeper. They only gave us a C+. I don't know if that's because they're throwing in D. Alford in the cornerback room mix, maybe, or they're not looking at depth, because again, they're saying that it's graded on value and team need. Team need, I don't know exactly what the algorithm is for stick to the model, although this is a great website. I think he's better than a C+, I guess is my point, at that level. I think he's perfect, spot on value with the round, 3, 6, 9, late 3rd round. So I don't mind that at all. And then we come and we snuck in Deontay Lawson. I think that was a great get. Kilgore, spot on value wise. That was a really good get too, because even though we didn't get one of my guy from the beginning, but he was there. Just saying. I like it. I like it so deep down. Caden Curry, huge pick, boys and girls. I'm glad you did that. Very nicely done. Actually, they gave you an A- on that pick. I thought that was I don't want to say sleeper-ish, but yeah, maybe sleeper-ish. I don't know. Stribling, again, an A pick. That's Derek. That's Derek coming out of left field with that. He said it the pick before as well when we got Curry. I mean, I know it's only 3 picks away, but really, really good. Red Murdoch. I kind of pushed that one on you guys. I'm sorry, because I just kind of like Buffalo pumping out their linebackers here as of late. But and obviously we're a Bills fan, so he'll be the feel-good story maybe. But I actually think the man's legit. I think he's a good player. Oh, I can't open his up. Okay. And I think he's going to do well. I do. I think he's going to play some good football in his career. And right now, with the needs that we have, I think it's kind of necessary. So we'll see. On top of, and then Trek Reviewer coming in at the very end and goes, ba-bow. What a freaking sneaky pick there. What a sneaky pick. Replacing our boy Reggie Gillian, who went up to New England. Gosh darn it. Really, really like that draft. Anything that we would have done different? Anything anybody would have done different? Or give me your thoughts. Let me look at and see what you guys are saying here. Well, for real, this draft here might be better than who the Bills actually get. Oh, boy, I don't know. We'll see. We're going to save this draft. Saved. All right, so I can pull this one back up later. Yeah, we'll see, man. I don't know. Picking him up and every day. Mr. Irrelevant. Oh, we didn't even go over that. Who was it? Who was Mr. Irrelevant? Tristan Lee. Out of Clemson, it looks like, with a B grade. Look at all these A's down in the very, very bottom. Great job for these guys. Kristen Lee, Mr. Irrelevant. What was I in? I was in recap, right? How do I get back? I'll get back here. Okay, well, I lost my thing. I don't know where. Or is this it? There it is. Yeah, well, anything we would do better. Max the fullback is our Mr. Yeah. Okay, I got you, Sam. Absolutely. I got to say that I'm a Pats fan first, but Bills second. I know, kind of weird. I appreciate that this channel does not ban fans of other teams. Hell no. Why would I ever do that? 0% chance. Unless you're being disrespectful, just like I say to everybody. A+ draft, Samtha says. Closed out with 2 A's. No kidding, Derek. One of them was all you. Stribling. Because I don't even, honestly, I don't know much at all about them, anything. Bills fans deserve a Super Bowl one of these years. If Bill fans win the AFC, I'm rooting for them. Thank you. How many starters do you see? Okay, this is a good question. If Bell is healthy, 1. Orange, I do. Muhammad, no. Lawson, no. Kilgore, no. Well, no. I see 2, possibly 3 stars with our fullback there down in the 7th round. What do you think, Derek? I think it's just tremendous depth. And that's what we needed. Actually, I'm sorry. Lawson could sneak in there and start. Lawson could definitely start if we don't have Thompson or Milano back. Playing next to Dorian and or Terrell Bernard. What do you think, guys? How many starters do you see? Santa says Curry might be the defensive rookie of the year. Shit. That'd be awesome. I mean, I'm in. I'm freaking in. Yeah, I think that was a really good late pickup. Late-ish. Murdoch is good too, 100%. Orange, Lawson, Curry can be starters. Curry, yeah. So Orange, Lawson for sure. Curry, Bredson. Curry. I don't know. Curry's not going to start over Greg Rousseau or our boy that we just traded for or signed from Miami. Start. Will he get reps? Sure. Yeah, of course. He's not going to start, though, I don't think. No, you know what I'm talking about. Edge. You know what I'm talking about. Oh my word. Why is this happening to me? From Miami. From Miami. How do I Bradley Chubb. My gosh, what is happening to me? It's late, I guess. A+ draft, Kincaid. Hey, I think we did really well. I agree. 2 or 3 stars, beautiful draft. Totally agree. Email to Bean Island. 100% emailing it to the Buffalo Bills. 100% I am. I would take Fields over Bell. Malachi. So we it's somewhat of a risk. We understand for sure. No, not Oliver. Wide receiver Notre Dame. Yeah, Malachi Fields. But minus that, if that is not a non-factor, then you have to go Bell. Now, obviously, that's why we got Bell at 49. In my mind. Chubb, yes, Bradley Chubb. Yep. Well, listen, folks. All in all, I got to say, I think we crushed the hell out of that thing. I think you guys did a phenomenal job. Might have been a little bit unconventional the way we went about that. But I will say that with Casey Concepcion not being there, I think that's what's going to happen. I think that's what the Bills are going to be doing, is trading back and getting multiple picks, kind of along the lines of what we just saw. I really do. So I think that this is something that literally might actually happen. I really do. No, I see. They gave us a grade afterwards, too. Because they picked Dylan Thieneman, which they're telling us our grade for making this trade after the picks were done was horrible. But, wait a minute. What? Oh, okay, there we go. Gotcha. Okay, so they gave us the grades after the picks were done, and they didn't like our grade because of the fact, I think, because Dylan Thieneman got such a great grade for them picking him at 26. But all good. All in all, I think this is actually going to be somewhat what the draft looks like. I really, really do. In the event that only 2 or 3 people are not there at 26, I think this is what it's going to look like. Something in this vicinity. Perhaps email this draft to the Bills front office. Then they can look next year on how the picks went. They can hire you as a scout. I'm freaking in, Deoxys, but we all did this together. We scout for Madden purposes only. Right. I also would have got DT Harris over Orange. Wait, Zavarian? Like he would have been. He's way further down. Not even really in the same hemisphere, if I'm being honest. Told you here Orange. Yes, you did. Anyway, I think I like it. I think we did well. I think for 4.0, really can't complain much. Very nicely done for all of you folks. We will do it again. We will absolutely do it again. And soon, hopefully. Things will change. And our mindsets will certainly be different. And we don't know what we all think and what every situation is going to bring, of course, because there's going to be shit that happens. There might even be a trade or two that happens prior to the draft. And then it all depends. There's going to be a lot of things that happen between pick 1 and pick 26. That I can freaking tell you. That is an absolute no-brainer. A lot is going to happen between pick 1 and pick 26. So what their plan is will be even thrown off probably 10 times before it becomes 26. Whatever their plan is, they're going to have to make their decision when it's their pick. whether or not to trade back or pick someone that's available or what have you. So, it's all up in the air. We don't know. Dexy's back in here. I left and pick was even worse than Neil. Did you see the final, Dexy? I don't know if it's all that bad, brother. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think it's all that horrible. I really don't. I think Harris could be this year's Pat Williams. I think there's going to be a lot of good stories out of this year's draft because there's not that many prospects that are coming out just blazing hot and overly labeled as a tier 1 level NFL football player. You know what I'm saying? Shoga. Oh, yeah, I'll pull it up. Ethan says, thought Dexy rage quit. I think he did. He did. He just came back. Stick to the model. Shaboom. There we go. Oh, he had something to do. I thought he did. I thought he was mad too. That's a great fullback pick at the end of the draft. Hey, yeah. The Trek reviewer came in late and dropped the hammer. They're going to leave Jackson Hawes on the line of scrimmage. I honestly like it. I don't think it's nearly as bad. I thought there was a couple of things that I would have done different, but from the beginning. But then you never know if that would really happen. I mean, somebody brought up a good point. It doesn't seem realistic. Fair enough. Like it might not have, and then we probably wouldn't have went with that. Would have changed the whole thing because we wouldn't have went with Chris Bell if we took that second trade offer. Which, if it was presented to me in real world, I definitely would have done. But I'm not saying that it's reasonable or not. Just saying it would have changed the whole landscape, really. At that point, I think we probably would have gotten Trotter or Rodriguez. Well, that's me. Or even wait, was Hunter already gone? We might have even gotten Hunter. I don't know. Either way, I think that we really rounded things out in the middle of the pack here, folks. I think this is where. Wait, can you see my mouse? Oh, there. In the middle of the pack here, I think is where we really made some big moves, like 91 through 168, even 182. I think this is where the big moves were, if I'm being honest. I really do. I'm not saying that it was bad before that. I'm just saying that I think right here is strength. Real big strength for this draft. Oh, here we go, Dexy. I only see 3 good picks as one of them won't play till mid-season. Dexy coming in, baby. Dexy says Chris Bell, Orange, and Kilgore. Let's get the CPU change thing. Yeah, Derek called the Kilgore. Yes, he did. Dawson at 91 is great pick value. Lawson. Yeah, that was you. You even, I think, said that at one point. Did you, Dexy? For Lawson. And we did not take him with the pick that you said that if we pick him, you're leaving. And then he was available the next following pick. So it was 82 where he was in consideration. And then 91 came around, and that's when he took him. Didn't answer edge, outside linebacker, in my opinion. No, but you cannot answer outside linebacker without knowing what's going to happen with your 2 outside linebackers. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's really, really hard to do these when it's a really, really strong possibility that Matt Milano actually stays on this football team. And quite honestly, there's 3 outside linebackers then. Because Dorian Williams, technically, is an outside linebacker. Matt Milano's an outside linebacker. Terrell Bernard is not a middle linebacker. I mean, he can. I mean, in a 3-4, they're kind of both middles. If you maybe right. So, okay, we can back up on that a little bit. But outside linebacker / edge, if that's what you're talking about, then I get what you're saying. So fair point. But it's also really hard to determine what's going to be there come the draft. And what's going on in their heads as well. They for all we know, they might have a deal already in place with Shaq Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Now, Dexy is not really ever happy with anything. I'll give you guys that. I've seen him not happy with a lot of people's things, including mine, when I've posted mock drafts. And I see him on a lot of other people's asses often. I don't have an issue with it, but just know that. Very hard to please Dexy. That's all I'm saying. I don't think the corner pick was bad at all, to be quite frank with you. I completely disagree. Hill over Bell, in my opinion. Lawson only good in the 4th. There weren't any cornerback at the time. Dex, the guy I said was there. I said the Georgia guy. Yeah, he was there. He was there. I still would take Muhammad. Dexy Game does not seem happy with the picks. At least he's honest. Yeah, right. No, he's not happy, and that's okay. That's why we love him. He's always honest. When the draft gets here, I hope you can stream it because I look forward to seeing Dexy grade the decisions. Yes, they're all going to be bad. No, I'm only kidding. I'll keep an eye out for him. Didn't really scout cornerback. Me either. I didn't put much into it, but I remember I had forgotten, and then I pulled his profile up, and then I remember who that was, and I actually really like him. I think he can be a solid depth cornerback. If the Bills get both Murdoch and Rodriguez, I could see them trading Bernard as part of the package for Garrett. I don't think anybody wants Bernard. That's my issue after what he has shown here recently. Dalen Everett, never heard of him. Lawson has talent. It's just I don't know if he gets to his full capability. Sure. And you never really know anybody's going to, right? It's all based on percentage chances of them working out. None of us know it for sure, right? If anything will happen. I can think I don't want to say most recently, but relatively recently do you remember Clowney? Jadeveon, right? Or Jadeveon Clowney? I mean, that man was supposed to be the greatest thing to ever happen. I remember him because I was so up on him too. Like he was just so freaking good in college football. And he was pretty decent in the NFL, but he was not what I thought he was going to be. He was not what a lot of people thought he was going to be. And or injuries can happen to someone and forget about it. It can just ruin things. Bernard is a lot like JOK, who was hurt. Yeah, Bernard is hurt as well. Last year. Everett projects as a physical and reliable man cover corner whose biggest strength is his proven consistency and locking down opponents in high-stake games. I mean, obviously very good words on him for sure. And that corner, the Texas one, is bad. Watched him in the bowl game. He was horrible. Yeah, okay, so it's one game. This is my point. One game does not mean that somebody's good or bad, because if it's one game, then we'll take his really one good game that he had 2 interceptions, I believe, and say that he's fantastic. Right? Like here, let me try to go back out of this. Oh, this has got, hold on, bear with me. Okay, let me try to find this here. Comfortable press off. I got to pull it up here, but he had a game and it was a big game, I believe, where he had a couple of interceptions. And if we only work on that, right, then we can say that he's fantastic. The only point that I'm trying to make is he's not. You can't judge anybody off of one game. Can it work? Sure. Can it help you? Absolutely. But it just simply cannot tell the entire picture. That's all. That's all. But if you don't like somebody, you don't like them. I mean, that's also your opinion, our opinion, and it's great. Never impressed me to begin with. That game just killed him for me. But hey, if you see different, that's cool. Right. That's kind of what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, family. Yeah, please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Send it to everybody you know. I don't know where we're at now. We had a few from earlier, 315, 320 or something. We really need to get to 500. Need to get to 500 so we can give away that jersey, folks. I mean, what are we doing here? We need to give away that damn jersey. Your choice. Your choice. Here it is. Okay, so this year, October 11th, against Oklahoma, interconference game, he had 2 interceptions and a pass defended. So, if we look at that, this is my only point. If we look at that, then it's a totally different story than what you were seeing. You know what I mean? I hear a dog bark. Yes. So we have one bull mastiff who's 165 pounds. And then we have 2 Great Pyrenees, brother, sister, who are livestock guardian dogs. So they live outside, literally. And they protect the animals on this ranch that we own, live on. Cattle and ducks and geese and chickens and stuff like that. The Dexy pack. Everyone's also, in reality, I would like to see them target players that won awards, conference awards and such. Yeah, I mean, players that can win in certain conferences and be the best within a conference versus other conferences can certainly raise the ranks, I believe, right? Because they're playing against just far superior competition week in and week out, or 65% of the season at least. I think he ran a 4.4. Yes, I believe he did. You're right. I mean, that's pretty good. You seem to be at 316. Okay, 316. So we need to increase that, please. We need to continue to increase that. Tell a friend. If everybody just told one person to subscribe, we'll be at 500. Facts, Derek. Numbers don't lie. True, but who decides who wins awards can lie. Oklahoma isn't really good, though. Is it him being good or just bad quarterback play? I mean, come on. University of Oklahoma. I can't really go against University of Oklahoma. Who are 10-3. I can't say that they're not a good football team. I'm sorry, but I can't. They may not have been as good as they have been in the past, but if you're 10-3 in the SEC, then I don't know, And the conference record was 6-2. So I'm not going to say that they're not a good football team. I don't know an overwhelming amount of college football, if I'm being honest. But in the SEC, being 10-3 and 6-2 interconference, I'm not going to say they're bad. Living the dream. Hey, don't sleep on my Miak. We out ya. We out ya. We out ya. What is that? What the fuck does that mean, Santa? Out ya? What the hell does that mean? Anyway, I appreciate everybody. I hope you had a great evening. Dexy, I still love you to death. I'm glad you came back to take a look at the final product. I think we did really well for 4.0. We're going to do it again. And we are going to go hopefully in a different route and see what the draft or the trade offers are. Or maybe we'll just draft best player available all the time. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see what we want to do whenever that time comes. Appreciate all of you. Love yous to death. We are out here. We're out here. We're out here. We're out here. South, dirty, deep South. Okay, gotcha. Have a good evening, Edward says. You too, my brother. Sooners used to be a top 10 every team in 78. Yeah, a long time ago. Sure. Even most recently, wasn't that Adrian Peterson? Didn't he go to Oklahoma? I think. Hey, don't sleep on me. We out you. Okay, we out you. Living the dream. Anyway, I love everybody. I appreciate you. Get somebody to subscribe and follow, please. Like the video. We will talk to you tomorrow, most likely. If not, then I'll get you on Saturday. I do have some things that I got to take care of tomorrow, so I'll try to get on here. But if not, great mock draft 4.0. Go Bills, and we will see you soon. Peace, everybody.